So this is probably going to be the last video for a while. Leaving Tokyo today to go to the north of Japan, Fukushima, where the triple disaster happened in 2011 of the earthquake, tsunami and nuclear meltdown. I'm going there because there's a hospital where they've agreed to do my liver surgery. My liver surgery is going to be very risky. Most surgeons in Japan wouldn't want to do it. The reason for that is because when I had proton beam therapy, which I had for 2 months in March and April, I had it 40 times, and that weakens the liver tissue, which is fine for kind of daily life, but it's not good when a liver surgeon wants to cut tumours out, because the tissue bleeds and bleeds and bleeds, and it can make it will make the surgery very dangerous. So going to the hospital today, I'm going to stay over one night in the hotel, and then I'll enter the hospital on Friday morning. I'll have a CT scan, I'll have an ultrasound of my abdomen, I will have a test for my left kidney to see if it's healthy enough to keep me alive. If the surgeons have to remove the right kidney, which is looking quite likely, it seems the cancer spread from the liver to the right kidney. And they'll also have to remove some of my diaphragm. I'm hoping that they'll be able to leave the kidney in place, functioning, instead of take off the outside part. I don't know how realistic that is. Yeah, if they have to remove the kidney and a big chunk of my diaphragm, then I'm going to be in hospital for 8 weeks or something. If they can just remove 40% of my liver and take off the cancerous part of the kidney and remove a little bit of the diaphragm, I might be out of hospital in 3 to 5 weeks or something like that, I think. So I'm hoping that I'll get a good result from the surgery, and that the surgery won't involve removing my right kidney. The reason that I want both functioning kidneys is that with only one kidney I'll have to have a lower dose of chemotherapy and less regular chemotherapy. So that means the cancer will have more chance to sort of spread around. The hospital I'm going to is a really lovely hospital in a city called Koriyama. That's about an hour and a half from central Tokyo on the bullet train. I went there for 2 months for my proton beam therapy. The staff are really fantastic, and it's a hospital that has the newest medical equipment of anywhere in Japan. So yeah, they're really into their high-tech medical equipment there. Yeah, but obviously very worried about the surgery. Liver surgery is always dangerous, but because I've had 2 years of chemotherapy and 2 months of radiation treatment of my liver, that makes the surgery particularly dangerous, just because of damage to my liver and also particularly damage to my heart from the 2 years of chemotherapy. Yep, so going into surgery, been packing up all my stuff, and I've got a lot of study materials. I don't really think I'll get a lot of study done though, because when I had surgery 2 years ago, I was only in the hospital for a couple of weeks, but I couldn't really do anything, and also the time passed incredibly quickly. I don't know why, but just I guess, yeah, all the drugs I was on, a lot of morphine for the pain, and yeah, just the daily hospital life of physiotherapy, visits from the nurses regularly, visits from the doctors and the surgeons. It's actually quite a lot of stuff in each day, and I just found that time just disappeared. Of course, a lot of the time sleeping. So yeah, I'm not sure how much studying I'll get done, but hopefully I'll get something done. That's it really. So donations are massively helpful if possible, because I've got to have a lot of immunotherapy after the surgery to try and make it harder for the cancer to come back, and also to make it less likely that I'll get dangerous infections after liver surgery. The chance of chest infections is very high. Okay, so thank you so much for your interest and your support. I will post an update as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.